Fatai Owoseni is former Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. He joins me now for this conversation. Thank you very much for speaking with us. One of the respondents said he has his work cut out for him. And just days into his new tenure, we hear what is happening in the Middle East and then the U.S. alert here in Nigeria, among other myriad of security challenges. How is he starting off for you, and what qualities do you think will push him through this period and help him excel?
Thank you very much for having me. Very interesting. If there is anyone that can talk about the new Inspector General of Police, one of the person in the best position is served under me. I was the Commissioner of Police in Lagos when he was the commander of RRS. And of course, the modest achievements we made in Lagos at that period, he played a major role in all the successes we recorded. And just like they have said, he has his job cut out for him. He should just hit the ground running. He has all what it takes. It's more than a colleague to me. So I can attest to the fact that when you talk of professionalism, when you talk of competence, when you talk of policing with a human face, he has all those qualities. And we just believe that he must have made some commitments to the president and to the nation. It is my belief that with resources provided for him, he should be able to succeed. And he's also lucky that he's called to serve at this period, because if anything is going to change in the police, it is this period that we can have it. Mr. President, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Tinubu also has a track record with what was done for the police in Lagos State.
All right. All right. I just wanted to interject quickly and say there are real issues with the police. He said he had his work is cut out for him. The police has faced criticism for police brutality and human rights abuses in the past, in the very recent past, and harassment of citizens to some degree. What steps do you think the IGP, this new IGP, should take to rebuild the level of trust between the police and the public, and perhaps show more accountability so the people see within the force?
You see, accountability, that's the word. That's the language. Police must be held accountable for whatever they do. And when you talk of trust, it's a two-way thing. We all have to work together to achieve that trust. If all the resources are provided, and we as the members of the public also know what we should do to make our police achieve what we want them to achieve, we can all do it together. Like I've said before, it's a cultural thing. The police in any society will reflect the culture. It is the culture that determines how the police perform. So we all have to work together. It's a mutual thing. If you have a situation in the country where your brother or your sister will call you as Commissioner of Police and say, Uncle, I have just driven against the traffic. Your boys have arrested me. Come and talk to them. You have already indicted yourself by saying, Uncle, I drove against the traffic. Come and talk to your boys. So we must do all this together. The police must be held accountable. The Inspector General of Police must put that mechanism in place to ensure that police that misbehave are held accountable. And like I said, we work together. And while he commanded the RRS, he was able to discipline the people that worked, under his supervision, because the RRS, when you have units like that, there's a tendency for people to misbehave. But under his watch and working with me as the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, we were able to put the police right. We made sacrifice to change the face of the police in Lagos, and it was key to that.
All right, the rise of state policing debate in Nigeria is something that everyone is talking about. What do you think his stance is on it? And do you think his appointment will influence the discussion further?
It's not about his stand. Mr. President has made it clear. Nigerians have made it clear. All the governors have made it clear that, that the National Assembly should work with Mr. President for us to be able to actualize state police. So what the Inspector General of Police should be working at now is, how do you interface within the transitory period? How do you ensure that this is successful? He has to work with Mr. President to make sure that Mr. President achieve his goal, and not just Mr. President. The police council is made up of all the state governors, and everybody wants it. So I don't think the Inspector General of Police has a choice. It's just for him to work out the modalities on how we will get that achieved. And by the way, if we have the state police, just like in other climes, that doesn't mean that the Nigeria police will not still be there. But how do we work together to make the arrangement solid? And the National Assembly has also given their commitment to say that, before the end of the year, they will make this work. So and I believe that he will be able to put his management together and work with people to ensure that they deliver on the mandate of Mr. President.
I guess we'll see what happens in his time. Thank you so much for speaking with us and shedding more light on the possibilities ahead.